it's a lot of shit that it's a lot of shit that it life is real tricky, man. Cause like a lot of shit that you do, as you like growing and aging, you wonder sometimes like how would have had any way of knowing not to do what I did in my younger years. Like I'm talking like big shit though, like shit that can change your life. You know what I'm saying? Like you have no way of knowing. Like what I'm trying to say is like moments in time that you have no way of making the right decision because you don't know. Like you don't know any better. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, even thinking like, understanding things the way I do now, it's like, damn, when you have kids and when you make that decision to have kids, see, I was having kids. Like I was one of them niggas that was having kids because I got semen and I can not wear a condom and I can come in a female and we got kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just harshly said, but the truth, like, you know what I'm saying, with the person that I had all my kids with, like that was it. Like it wasn't really no thought process behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just in the moment and being horny. You know what I'm saying? And just having kids, like, you know what I mean? And that shit is like that shit is crazy. That you can have so much power, but not know what to do with it and not know, like, that's like somebody giving you a lot of power. Like, cause even thinking about that, like, think about how we don't realize how much power is in us being able to, recreate, you know what I'm saying? Or procreate. It's so much power in that, but we use it so frivolously. Like we just throw it away. We just out here having kids with whoever. And we just looking at it like that, like, oh, we meant to breed, we meant to reproduce, we meant to do, we meant to do this and do that. And it's just, I think it's not honored enough. It's not enough respect around it. So it's like we just out here just having kids, recklessly, you know what I'm saying? And just bringing people into this world, when we don't really fully understand this world ourselves. And it's like, it's crazy when you really think about it. Like, that's like a superpower, but people don't really look at it like that. Like, she got a vagina, you got a penis, you got semen, she can have a baby, y'all get together and y'all do that. And it should be a lot more thought into something like that. But I feel like, all this shit is just out here for us to experience. But, just because it's available, I feel like, to us, you know what I'm saying? Like in that kind of way, I don't feel like it's just, I don't know. That shit just, it ain't going the way it should. You know what I'm saying? For most people that's out here having kids and just being reckless. But I'm so against 9 to 5s and what they are to human beings. You know what I'm saying? But like sometimes I do think, more, I've been thinking lately more than I ever been, thinking, since I left, my gig or the gig, the old job or whatever. And the only reason I have been thinking about jobs or even putting myself through that is because I wanna give my kids a certain experience. You know what I mean? Like a certain life. And I seen some shit some guy had said, and it resonated with me. Like, the reason he won't have kids because it'll keep you trapped in the hell realm. And you know, I understood that. Like, that's the price that we pay for having kids before we ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, kids are a blessing, but just as kids are a blessing, they can be um they can be I don't know the word, but you know, kids are a blessing. And I also feel like if you have kids before you're ready to, before you're established, or before you understand what it is that you should be doing or want to do with your life as an individual, um, they can it can fuck your life up. You know what I'm saying? Like, not the kids, because it's not their fault, but you having kids before you're ready can be a not so good thing, because you may be stuck and don't even know it. Like, once you commit to that, once you decide to have kids and procreate, you know, things like quitting a job, or you know, living independently off the grid, or living for yourself, those things become a lot harder. You know, the decisions that you make, you're no longer just making for you, you're making for them too. You know what I mean? So that's what I've been like going through lately, like just thinking, did I make the right decision? You know, was my decision the best decision for all of us? But then I also feel like, well, you got to be selfish. Like, you have to be selfish when you're on a spiritual journey, and when you're trying to, you know, uh, unlock who you really are, and become the best version of yourself. You got to be selfish. But that's just been like my hardest thing. It's just like the thing I've been dealing with. I don't miss no job. I don't think about a job. I don't like crave going back into that environment, you know what I mean? Because I want to be able to do this, or I want to be a part of this. It's nothing like that. It's just, I got 3 kids. So my decision, I wouldn't say it's affecting them 100%, but I I get that feeling that I know that I could be doing more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could be doing a lot more financially if I just caved in and just went back to get me a job. And you know, it wouldn't be, because I know what it used to look like. I know what it used to be. I know what I used to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's like the hardest part, you know what I mean? Like, with uh the like not working thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get it fucked up. I don't miss that shit at all. I don't give a fuck about no job. I don't give a fuck about no company. I don't give a fuck about making somebody else rich. But, you know, just being transparent and real and honest, when you make that decision to leave your gig, if you got kids and a family, cause shit, my plan was to, you know, when I decided to leave my gig, I was gonna go ahead and go stay with my grandma for a minute, you know what I'm saying? And obviously still be with my lady and, you know, all of that, and see them, but I was gonna primarily live there just to get my mind right and things like that. Because when you sitting in it, when you in the mix of it, you know what I'm saying? When you still around your family every day, and you still in house, and you seeing everything going on, it's like torture. It's like, you know, you doing it for the right reason. You know, you doing it for what you believe in, and what, you know what I mean, for the betterment of your life and who you are, and on some spiritual shit. But you still like seeing it, and it's like hard, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's difficult, you know what I mean? But you doing it for the right reasons, you know what I'm saying? But when you watching everyday life, it's like, damn, all right, right there, I would have been there for this. I would have been able to make this happen and that happen. So it's like it's difficult, man. It's difficult, man. You know, sometimes, a lot of times, I just wish that I would have held off on having kids, man, until I got my shit together. You know what I mean? But we be so lustful, we be caught up, or we just be lost. You know what I mean? We don't even be having no guidance to begin with. We just be out here trying to figure it out as we go, not realizing a lot of these decisions that we making can cost us, or they could be lifelong. You know, these decisions can be lifelong. You know what I mean? Not short term or short lived. They could be lifelong. You know, and so, you know, it's crazy. You be like, damn, like, you know, was it supposed to be like this? Was it written like this? You know what I mean? Because I had no way of knowing at the time of where I was at in my life at 20. Nigga, I was somewhere else. You know what I mean? I wasn't responsible or disciplined like that. I wasn't, you know, thinking like that. Like, no, I don't want to have no kids yet because my life ain't together. You know what I mean? Like, I did everything backwards. I made kids, and my life was fucked up. You know what I mean? I had zero. So, and even with that, you know what I mean? Like, having kids before you're ready can put you in some situations you don't want to be in. You know what I mean? Because now, if you have a conscience, or if you have a heart, you know what I mean, and you want to be a part of your kid's life, you got responsibilities now, and you got to take care of them. So, you know, it's tricky, man. It's real tricky, man. Yeah.